Okay.
Fucking giddy here.
So, it's been a while since we actually got back to the let's subject our friends to whatever movies we like on the couch series. But we figured it's a snowstorm out there, what qualifies for one in North Carolina, and we're not fucking doing anything.
So we watched a movie.
Called Basic for no goddamn reason.
Yeah, I can't explain the title at all. This was my choice because I love this movie.
What it is a bunch of Army Rangers go on... Oh, spoilers!
Yeah, okay.
Because holy shit do I have to spoil this to complain about it.
Yeah, the going into any detail for the movie spoils it.
Basic setup, a bunch of Army Ranger cadets go on a training mission in the middle of a fucking hurricane.
In Panama.
In Panama. Because why not? Let's just throw ourselves a barbecue in the middle of a tsunami in Taiwan. Let's do that. Or Taiwan.
So they go on a training exercise.
And then shit goes wrong, a bunch of people die, the pickup helicopter comes by and sees one of them dragging one guy on his back and opening live fire on another one of the cadets who's chasing him and shooting back.
Yeah.
The guy who was chasing goes down, is dead, the guy on the back is alive, and they get taken back to the base and they get interrogated to find out what the fuck happened.
And the entire movie
is John Travolta and Oswald...
Osborne.
Osborne?
Yeah.
I thought it was Oswald.
It's Oswald.
Oh, while I'm here, I'm going to look up who the girl who played
Nunez
is.
The entire movie is basically you're following these characters around trying to get the story. And the entire time you're trying to think and get ahead of them.
Because it's what it basically is, it's a investigation... interrogation style whodunit.
Yeah.
It's an interrogation style whodunit, kind of in the vein of, I literally just said the name of the movie.
Which one?
Usual Suspects.
Yeah.
Thank you. Kind of in that same vein, where, like, guy tells story, Nunez.
I think it's
Nunez. Rosalind Sanchez, okay.
But basically the whole time you're trying to think and maybe get ahead of these characters, but you can't. The entire time the movie will throw curveballs at you to screw up anything you have thought of.
Let's see, we've got Rush Hour 2, I did see that.
Oh, okay.
Desperate Housewives, 1 episode uncredited. And Telenovela. She's also apparently in Boat Trip, but fucking hell if I'm gonna watch Boat Trip. So, not an illustrious career for this actress.
No.
Okay.
So, yeah, and the other thing I love about this movie is that John Travolta is just snarky the entire movie, and it's amazing.
So, these kind of movies do not play well with me. Or any movie where you're supposed to tell if someone is lying to you. Because my brain doesn't pick that up at all. First of all, I go through life assuming people are telling me the truth.
Which
everyone tells me is a stupid thing to do, but I like to have hope.
It's a character flaw.
I like to have hope.
That's kind of dumb, but...
It's kind of, I admit that it has its disadvantages assuming people are telling me the truth. But this is especially true in movies because I know that everyone in a movie is already lying to me. Samuel L. Jackson's character, he's not named West, he's Samuel L. Jackson. That's John Travolta, not whatever the fuck his name was.
Agent Hardy?
Agent Hardy, yeah. And they're all lying to me. It's called acting. So when you tell someone to lie to characters in a movie, I never catch it. Unless they go, like, hilariously over the top with how bad at lying they are. Actually, maybe that's why I suck so much at L.A. Noire.
Maybe.
Because the entire game is, are you good at catching people lying? No, I fucking suck at it. But okay, so first of all, that's the first problem with me in this movie. It's just the wrong kind of movie for me. I'm bad at telling when people are lying to me in movies and in life. But then this movie decides it's going to be a sort of back and forth between multiple characters, he said, she said scenario. Which is kind of the way that these things usually go. But the story keeps changing radically. Like, the first story is that guy just kind of took... West, the drill sergeant, who's Samuel L. Jackson and everyone hates him, took a grenade and died during a training accident. And then they tried to pin it on this one, and then this one guy came in and was like, yeah, I totally did it, because he was a fucking bastard to me. What do you want? What? And then, like, he tries to escape, a whole bunch of people get shot, and everything is just, like, terrible. Well, then we follow that up with, no, that's not what happened, it was a fucking drug conspiracy. I was like, whoa, what? What? I feel that we have jumped in terms of what this story was about.
And this is the first drug conspiracy of just basically he calls it combat cocktails, where it's just, you know, painkillers and stimulants to kind of help the Army Rangers get through whatever they're doing.
Their insanely horrible, shitty training.
Yeah. So this is
which is perpetrated by Harry Connick Jr. What a weird movie career that man has. I know you haven't, but he was in Bug, which is one of the weirdest movies I have ever seen.
I mean...
It's basically two people going insane in a hotel room over 3 days.
I know. See, I'm familiar with Harry Connick Jr. mostly because of his music and his connection to New Orleans.
That too. He's also got his music career.
Yeah.
There was a guy who would shop at the meat counter pretty often. He looked just like Harry Connick Jr. He really did.
Nice.
He had gray hair, but and kids. You know, he was a dad, but he looked just like him. And I asked him, has anyone ever told you look just like Harry Connick Jr.? He's like, yeah, I've heard that. I was like, it's uncanny.
So yeah, there's that drug conspiracy of some of the Rangers are on these and
combat cocktails,
and Harry Connick Jr. is, you know, swapping the drug tests out, etc., etc.
But then there's another layer where, oh no, we were lying about that. We were actually shipping cocaine back, like hidden inside the army crates to the United States. Which, okay, stop for a second. I understand how you'd be able to sneak them into the boxes on the base in Panama. I get that. Who do you have at the other end? Who's picking them up? Okay, like how far does this drug network stretch? Because you can't just, oh yeah, we get it to the United States in military cases, which are then opened by the fucking military!
Well, that wasn't important for this story.
That wasn't important for this story, but I feel it's kind of important for the running of this fucking drug ring, which has become the focus of this story. That's the thing with movies like this. They jump from reveal to reveal so fast that they don't give you enough time to say, hang on a minute, that doesn't make any goddamn sense!
But, okay, here's the thing, okay. So you've already answered the question, though. They have someone on the other end to open it, get the drugs out, and distribute them.
But that means we're missing an entire second level of drug network, also in the military.
But all that matters is this one base. Like, this one base is the only important part of this.
I mean, yes, it is the entrance point, but whatever. Okay.
But no,
so,
the story they're telling is about this base.
So, and then it looks like Samuel L. Jackson gets, like, or West gets, like, killed in the forest trying to stop this drug trade thing.
After taking out quite a few of them.
This is, like, the third time we've heard this story from the same guy, by the way. There's really only 2 people they could interview.
Yeah.
And one of them died horribly. Who poisoned him? I guess it must have been the guy who I'm about to fucking reveal.
No, Vilmer, Harry Connick Jr.
Vilmer did it?
No, that's right. It was the colonel that did it.
Yeah. So it turns out the colonel who runs the goddamn fucking base is in on it, and he called in John Travolta because he figured not only could he maybe cover my ass on this, but if he does figure out I'm involved, I can bribe him. Because John Travolta's with the DEA, and he's under investigation
for taking bribes.
Which he wasn't, but he is under investigation for it.
Yeah.
Which is true. Or is it? Because it turns out he, and this is the 6th fucking level or whatever of reveals, turns out that he, and literally everyone except 2 of the cadets in this story, are in some super secretive Section 8 unofficial unit thing that we don't even know what the fuck they do. But apparently today their job was to infiltrate this base, pose as Commander West. How fucking long was he doing that?
No, like he actually was.
Oh, so he just got out of it for this particular job.
He got out because they tried to kill him.
Okay, so
But no,
apart from Samuel Jackson, who actually was,
they were all Army Rangers.
yeah,
They were all Army Rangers. They just kind of snuck out.
and then West spent the next like how many years training people?
No, like these guys were. I'm not. That's the thing is I don't know all the details.
Exactly. It turns out that like most of the people were plants from some other secretive organization to track down this drug ring. And including the guys we spent, like, one of the guys we spent most of the movie interrogating. Which means he was telling this lie 3 different ways just so they could reveal the truth they already fucking knew. Ah! I cannot convey how much this frustrates me! Ah!
See, I love a good complex story.
This isn't complex. This is a mess. It's a mess. Okay?
But see, here's the thing. I like movies I can't predict. You've seen me watch movies, and I will predict the entire fucking movie. I can't predict this movie after before the first time you see it. Like, I just cannot predict it.
What the fuck is your excuse for liking the Star Wars movie?
What do you mean?
You like movies that you can't predict? That movie, you don't even need to be able to predict it. It's already been fucking made!
Okay, but it's Star Wars.
Okay, so that's apparently where you draw the line.
Okay, I'm not saying that's the only type of movie I like. I'm saying that I enjoy that type of movie. That can surprise me. I enjoy movies that can surprise me. That's not the only type of movie I like.
This movie... The final reveal that almost fucking everyone was in on it, basically everyone we know in this story was either evil drug dealer or in on it and trying to catch the evil drug dealer, except for Osborn.
Yeah.
She's the only normal person in this fucking story. She finds them and is like, what the fuck's going on? And they're like, oh yeah, well we were just kind of brought in to catch them. We were brought in and now we've caught them. And you want a job? I was like, I'm pretty sure she still has a job.
Well, it's debatable.
I mean, she did shoot her boss.
Yeah.
But he had pulled a gun on a non-military person.
Yeah, he put a gun on a civilian, so she would have been acquitted in a court-martial, and I don't know. Convenient excuse to get out though.
John Travolta and Oswald are charming, and that's about all I can give this movie. Like, those two banter, it hits the right balance between he's awkwardly hitting on her, but he knows that he's doing it.
Yeah.
Like, he's just like, hey, I don't know you, so I'm just gonna, like, be chummy and kind of flirt with you gently, and, you go ahead and smack me down.
Yeah.
Like, he expects her to smack him down.
Yeah, like he makes a comment, I'm still a little drunk from earlier, so if I just skip over the witty banter and go straight to coming on to you, don't take offense.
Yeah, it's like, so, like, and she handles it well. Like, she's not really, like, annoyed by him doing that. She's annoyed that he was called in to do her job for her, but that's understandable. And he doesn't lord it over her that he's better at this than her. I don't know, like, thank God they were enjoyable, because otherwise I would have fucking hated this movie. Instead, I just hate the fucker who wrote it. The movie itself is fine. It's well constructed. The shooting actually has some interesting angles and lighting.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a dull movie. But holy shit, once I get to the end, I was like, there's no reason to ever watch this again for me. Like,
yeah.
I will never... You probably never watched this on your own.
I have once or twice.
Really? I'm surprised because this is just like The Usual Suspects, which now I'll never get to watch because I know the spoiler ending.
Mm.
I've never even seen it, but I know how it ends, so there's no fucking point.
Well, see, like, for me, the reason I went back to watch it a second time by myself was to try and track down the clues they leave you throughout the movie. And they don't leave enough clues for you to figure it out.
Nope.
Like, I've tried to go back and find all the clues. Like, okay, towards the end, when she's stumbling on their lair, you see that it's close to where John Travolta's apartment is, and you saw this big hanging ball in front of his apartment, and then, but it had some like a piece of paper or something over it. When she finds it, you see that it turns and it's an 8-ball. And of course, the 8s have been running through the movie because of the Section 8 thing. So, like,
it's the kind of movie you watch once and then your mind is blown by how clever the writer is. Except I'm just pissed at them because the only reason my mind was blown is because they were hiding information from me. It's like, bet you don't know what I have behind my back. Is it a ball? No, it's an apple. Yeah, well, that was because I had no fucking clues, you dick! Or to subject to your friends and watch them not understand what's happening and giggle at them as you see the reveals coming. Which you were fucking doing, you dick.
I couldn't help myself. It's just so much fun.
So, that's basic.
This is payback for...
It doesn't have
movies.
tits, it doesn't have action.
Yes, it does.
Okay, it had one set of tits for no goddamn reason except it's the Day of the Dead.
Yeah, it's a fucking carnival in Panama. What do you want?
It's just a movie.
Let's consider this payback for at least one of those movies you forced us to watch.
You liked Phantom of the Paradise.
I liked Phantom of the Paradise. I'm sure you showed me something that I hated.
Actually, no. I think my record's pretty good. I've shown you Iron Sky, Phantom of the Paradise, Brazil.
Brazil wasn't part of this series, though.
No, but I did show you Brazil.
Yeah.
Which you will never be able to thank me enough for, I don't think.
I love that movie.
Mad Max? Would you have gone to that without me?
Probably not, actually. Oh, well, Mitchell might have dragged me to it.
Yeah, Mitchell might have dragged you to it.
But-
Mitchell has good taste.
Yeah. But
Oh, I guess Showgirls. I forced you to watch Showgirls.
Chappie.
Chappie.
This is revenge for Chappie.
Okay, but I was also subjected to Chappie. I didn't know what we were getting into. Okay? And I was not pleased with the results either. In Jurassic World, we both thought that was going to be good.
Yeah.
We were wrong.
Yeah, we were so fucking wrong.
So wrong. So wrong.
You know what? Screw it. Let's go watch Mad Max again.